Welcome to Furry Physics Teacher. Today we will solve another physics problem. Please like, share, and subscribe. This problem solving is on the topic of work and energy. Now let us consider this pendulum motion. Is energy conserved in this kind of motion? For energy to be conserved, the work done by non-conservative forces must be zero. The forces acting on this ball undergoing pendulum motion are tension and weight if we neglect any air friction. And from the two forces that acts on the pendulum, the non-conservative force is tension. Is the work done by tension equal to zero in this particular case? During the pendulum motion, the tension acts as the centripetal force because if we trace the path of the pendulum, it is a circular motion. Work done by centripetal force is zero because it is perpendicular to the motion. Hence, for pendulum motion, we can say that energy is conserved. Now let us apply the conservation of energy for pendulum motion in this particular problem. We have here a 25-kilogram child that plays on a swing having support ropes that are 2.2 meters long. Her brother pulls her back until the ropes are 42 degrees from the vertical and releases her from rest. What is her potential energy just as she is released? And compare it with the potential energy at the bottom of the swing's motion. How fast will she be moving at the bottom? And how much work does the tension in the ropes do as she swings from the initial position to the bottom of the motion? So this is the illustration of the problem. The length of the rope is 2.2 meters. So from this point to this point, that is 2.2 meters. And the child was released from rest. So the velocity here at the point of release is zero. So to find the potential energy is equal to mgh. So at the initial point or at the point of release, the potential energy is mgh. Now again, to measure potential energy or gravitational potential energy, we should choose a reference level. So in this case, let us choose the lowest point as the reference level. So this is the reference level as indicated here. Hence, the height h of the point of release is from this point up to this point. So that is h. Now, to find h, we know the length of the string is 2.2 meters. And this forms a right triangle. So we can solve this length here. So this length here, let us label that as A. That is equal to the hypotenuse 2.2 cosine 42 degrees, and that is 1.63 meters. Hence, we can solve for h because we know that A plus h will be equal to the length of the rope. So the height h of the initial point of release is 0.57 meters from the reference level. Therefore, the potential energy at the point of release will be equal to mgh, and that is 25 times 9.8 times 0.57, and that is equal to 139.65 joules. Now, what will be the kinetic energy at the point of release? The kinetic energy at the point of release is equal to 0 joules because the child was released from rest. Hence, we can calculate the total energy of the swing or of the child. The total energy is equal to the potential energy at the point of release, and that is 139.65 joules. How do you compare the potential energy of the bottom of the swing's motion with the potential energy at the point of release? At the bottom, again, the potential energy is mgh. However, the bottom is our reference level, hence, the height h is equal to 0. Therefore, the potential energy at the bottom will be equal to 0 joules. How fast will she be moving at the bottom? So to find how fast she will be moving at the bottom, we must find the kinetic energy. Now, the kinetic energy at the bottom will be equal to 139.65 joules because the potential energy is 0 and energy is conserved. The total energy is equal to 139.65 joules. Hence, the kinetic energy at the bottom is equal to 139.65 joules. The potential energy at the point of release was converted to kinetic energy at the bottom, which is 139.65 joules. To solve for the speed of the child at the bottom, we know that kinetic energy is 1 half mv squared. Therefore, the speed of the child at the bottom will be equal to 3.34 meter per second. As we discussed earlier, tension acts as the centripetal force in this pendulum motion, and work done by centripetal force is equal to 0 because it's perpendicular to the path taken by the object, in this case taken by the pendulum motion. So the work done by tension is equal to 0 joules. Thank you for watching Fairy Physics Teacher. If you think this video helped you, please like, share, and subscribe.